Okay, today I'm speaking with Gerda Lavender. Gerda, I know you're a longtime member. When did you actually join our church?
I believe it was 1955.
Some of your family, was it your mother's or your father's, came from the Hallettsville area of South Texas?
My father.
And
he grew up in a Czech household, and he spoke only the Czech language until he started to school, and then he learned English.
what were your siblings' names?
Margaret Lynn, Gerda Rosine. Rosine is after my Czech grandmother, Rosina Holly. She was Rosina Galetka. And Eldon Fritz, he's named after our uncle Alfred Benjamin, Czech. And Landon Leonard. Margaret is the oldest of us four, and Fritz and I were all baptized on Christmas Day, 1955.
And that would have been at the old church on
4th and Hazel
4th
Street,
and Hazel.
Christmas Day, 1955.
Can you describe that old church down at 4th and Hazel?
It was big to me because I was a little girl, but there were, the church was kind of dark, but it had these little passageways and kind of grooves, you know. There were kind of secret places there.
Down behind the altar area.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
And then you pass through and go into the parish hall. And the parish hall had those panels, you know, the divider panels that you could sit, and we, you know, divided it up for Sunday school. And then when we had those fellowship dinners, they were all just, you know, all just moved. They were folded, you know, they were moved to make one big room. Everybody would come, and the fellowship hall would be really crowded with people, and would have these great dinners, you know, the roast beef, green beans, mashed potatoes, and the most luscious homemade pies imaginable by all the ladies of the church.
I want to interject here. You and I were in the same confirmation class, and ours was the last confirmation class down there at 4th and Hazel in the old building, right?
Yes.
Who was your instructor?
Pastor Hillberg.
Pastor Hillberg. Robert W. Hillberg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to know who was in the class?
Please tell me.
You should know, but it was you and me, Michelle Hanson, Ben Hoback, and Mick Duncan. At our confirmation, we always had an oral examination in front of the congregation, and they don't do that anymore. But we had to know our stuff.
We did.
You remember that?
We did.
I mean, it was a long oral examination that day.
Yes.
I think it was in place of the sermon, and I had to study.
We all did.
I
think
studied
we all
hard
did.
for that day. And
Or else you would be embarrassed in front of the congregation.
And the congregation, the church was packed that day, I remember. So we had to perform. And they don't have that pressure these days.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
They don't have to know their
different.
stuff in public, you know.
They can wing it. Huh?
Yeah, they can wing it. But, I mean, it was serious stuff.
And as I recall, we all dressed in white dresses.
We were in white with
Yes.
the corsage on our shoulder.
Right,
We
right.
dressed up. We took our first communion, I think as a group, or maybe with our, I don't think we were with our families, but it was like a group of, the
Right.
group of us. I'll never forget that day, because I really had to study.
Anything else you want to add?
The Easter egg hunts over there at 4th and Hazel, I remember that because there was a big golden egg, and the lucky one found the big golden egg.
And that was a small lot where they just hidden
Yeah,
around
very small.
the church,
Very
out in
small
the
lot.
grass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The golden egg.
The golden egg.
I had forgotten
And I'm
that.
sure Pastor Helberg was the instigator of that, because
Oh,
it was
I'm
a
sure.
beautiful golden egg, and whoever found it, boy, they won a nice prize, I tell you.
You have a person who was your shoulder to lean on, or who took you under their wing here at our church?
Not really. Just like I say, it's just the nice, wonderful, constant members like Mrs. Larson and people like her.
How do you feel the church has changed in the years that you've been a member?
Well, we've gotten less formal and I don't know, less attendance, I guess, and more casual.
I remember back in the day when most of the women, especially my Aunt Clara, would wear hats. And we're totally away from that. We wear as casual as blue jeans now and nobody cares. It's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time it was, appropriate to come well dressed and maybe with a hat. Where do you see First Lutheran Church in 10 years, 25? What do you think our future holds?
I hope we'll still be here. I won't be here, but that's okay.